Well, why do we need to know about Belbin and how will it help people in the workplace?
I think it's important to understand the underlying reasons for differences between people. We see these differences within a family. They occur at a very early age, and they clearly have a genetic basis because they persist. And our job, I think, is to understand how these can be identified, recognized, and used to advantage in teamwork and in the role that people will play in work situations.
What's different about Belbin?
What is different is that we set out not just to measure how people behave or what their attitudes are, we set out to give people advice on how they can use their personal characteristics to best advantage.
Surely we can all play every role.
Possibly that is so, but on the other hand it's undesirable. It's more important that we should concentrate on the role that we play best. In that way we show ourselves to advantage. If we try and play every role, we'll end up undermining the role that other people play, and we'll give them little room and little scope. So if we're going to get good teamwork, we've got to find and choose the best role that we can play in that particular situation.
Can we change?
Well, we can change. The question is it desirable that we change in particular directions? I prefer to think in terms of development rather than change. And if we're thinking of development, we're talking about developing in a direction where we have aptitude and potential. If we change in areas for which we're not fitted, then we expose ourselves and show ourselves to some considerable disadvantage.
Do we need 9 team roles present in a team at all times?
No, because teams have different terms of reference, they have different goals, they have different objectives. And what's more, these goals change as the teams proceed during the course of their project or the challenges that they face. And if they're going to respond appropriately to these changes, then we need different actors to come on the scheme. We need different roles to be played. Sometimes we need the personnel to change, or at other times people can actually adapt their roles to meet the new demands being placed upon them.
What is the ideal size of a team?
Well, I have my own preferred size. I love a team of about 4 people, because in a team of 4 there's no hierarchy. When you have odd numbers, one person is naturally there as the arbiter if others don't agree. But with 4 people it's possible to get a consensus if we have a good balance and understanding of each other in that particular situation. I'm happy enough that teams move up to, say, 6. Once we get beyond 6, I become rather worried because we're moving into the psychology of the group and away from the psychology of a team.
Surely team roles are not applicable in all organizations and cultures?
Yes, that is so. I would not care to introduce teamwork to Afghanistan. There are countries in many parts of the world where regimes are very hierarchical, and for them teamwork is a threat. And yet at the same time, things are changing. I've been working both in Russia and in China, and I've been seeing a gradual movement away from hierarchy to a different form of collaborative human organization. We are in a transitional period, and it's happening in all industries, and I think in all countries to a differing extent. So we need to understand the dynamics of teamwork, how we can use human resources to best advantage, because this is applicable in a general way right across the world, and it's only a matter of time before we see its effects.